Today we're going to make Mongolian beef, which isn't from Mongolia. And it's usually made in a wok, but we're going to make it in a pan. You'll love it. Welcome to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make one pan Mongolian beef. There's a lot of ingredients, a little bit of work on this, but this is a great dish. I don't have everything out here. I'm going to just start with the meat and the marinade for the meat. We're going to let that sit for about 30 minutes. And we're going to make it with these ingredients in the marinade. First of all, we have 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. Don't use anything that's got flavor. You want it very neutral. 2 teaspoons of mirin, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of water, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. The meat has been in the freezer for about 30 minutes. We're going to cut it against the grain, and we're going to get this marinating. Okay, the first thing you want to do, in my opinion, is you want this to be as tender as possible. This is flank steak. This is about 2 pounds, so we're going to use about half of this for this dish. Just 1 pound is plenty. But I want you to come over here and look at this, because if you look right now, you can see these long lines. Okay, and that's the grain. We want to go completely, we get 90 degrees to the grain, so we want to cut it against the grain. That'll make it as tender as possible. So we're going to start off by cutting this about in half, because we don't need all of this for this dish. So I'm going to cut these in 1/4 inch pieces. And freezing it, of course, helps it, makes it easier to cut. And it's not totally frozen, it's just nice and cold. And you see this is going to be plenty. All right, so we're going to go ahead, we got our meat all cut up nicely. Go ahead and put the marinade in here. The soy, cornstarch, water, and baking powder. And we're just going to mix this around, and then we're going to put in the fridge about 20 to 30 minutes. We're not adding salt because we have the soy sauce. All right, so we're going to cover that, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator about 20, 30 minutes. All right, so we have about 3/4 of a cup of vegetable oil, very plain neutral oil. We pulled our meat out. It already actually feels more tender. And we're just going to dredge it in cornstarch. And we want to cook this for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. Because it's not done cooking. When we finish this, we're not done. You do this in small batches. And that is done. Interestingly, Mongolian beef is not Mongolian. And the reason is, well, politics in the 1950s. The dish originated with restaurateur Wu Zhaowen in Taiwan. He wanted to name the dish after his town in Taiwan, but because of political sensitivities with the newly formed Chinese Communist government, he named it after a neutral country, Mongolia. Some say that this Taipei dish was named Mongolian beef as an exotic marketing strategy. So in 1951, a street vendor in Taiwan introduced the dish, originally called Mongolian barbecue. Today we are making it. All right, so this finishes off our browning. So we're going to pour off everything but about a tablespoon of oil. We have about a tablespoon of oil now in the pan, and we're going to put in 3 cloves of garlic minced, 8 chili peppers. These are from my neighbor's garden, Rosie. And we're going to crack a couple of them open to get the seeds in there, and we're going to put the rest of them in there. And we're going to do this about 20 seconds. And that's good right there. Now we're going to put the sauce in. Actually, yeah, we're going to put the sauce in. There's the soy sauce. Tamari sauce, that's about 1/4 cup of soy sauce. I'm going to turn this down to about medium high right now. That's 3/4 cup of hot water. This is 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And we have about a teaspoon of ginger to go in. I'm going to put in the onions. I used about 6 or 8 bunches of scallions, saving the white ends for right now. We're saving the green tops at the very end, the last 30 seconds after everything's back together. And we're going to let this cook for just a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, I have a cornstarch slurry with a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch in about half a cup of water. And I'm just going to stir that, and we're going to thicken this with that. Let this get going. I'm going to turn my heat back up a little bit. Now, if you don't have a really large skillet like this, you have to have a large skillet to make this. I mean, this is a little bit more. This is actually closer to a wok, but it is a skillet. But if you use a large skillet, you'll be fine. If not, use a wok. All right, so this is cooking pretty well. All right, so I'm just going to drizzle this in and get a thickness. The cornstarch will thicken it. It's not quite where we want it. So we just keep adding the slurry in until we get it thick enough to coat the back of a spoon. You can't see it on this one so much. That's about there right now. I'm going to just a tad thicker. That actually looks like enough. I'm going to go ahead and put the ginger in. This is a tablespoon of ginger. Ah, you can smell it too, can't you? That's actually nice. All right, now it's time to put the meat back in. This will cook very quickly now. And we really want this meat to be completely coated and virtually no juice left in the pan. And we're getting there. Come down here, you can see how much there's much less liquid in the pan. We want to get most of that gone. Of course, there's some cornstarch on the meat itself that'll help thicken it. All right, so we're very close. If we look at it now, even less. All right, we are there. Last 30 seconds. We put the greens in. We just want those to wilt. And there is Mongolian beef. All right, we're ready to try this. And I think I'm happy with the way it looks. And I'm gonna pick out a nice piece right here.
I already tried it.
Did you try it? Okay.
There's a pan over here behind me.
Oh.
It's amazing.
Oh, it's so tender, isn't it? It's absolutely tender. It's delicious. You got to get those scallions on there. They're fantastic.
Oh.
Hey, I'd appreciate it if you like this video, if you'd like and subscribe. If you make this, send me a picture of it and I will put it on. And tell me where you're from, especially what country you're from if you're not from the United States. And if you're from the United States, tell me where you live. I like to see where everybody's from. Anyhow, I appreciate it. And I will see you next time on
While you're in the kitchen.